Okay, so when you get to this slide, it means you're ready to start styling your website, that you've done all of your HTML tags, 10 of them, 10. You should have made 10 tags, and you're going to style those 10 tags. So remember, CSS is the language that's going to make those things look pretty. So if I look at this, remember selectors. I'll have a selector for every one of the tags I created in my HTML, and I'll be showing Ms. Watts the different skills that are on the rubric and throughout this PowerPoint that she needs to see. So I'm going to come over to my coding. The only tag I have in my coding right now is that image. So I'm going to do some CSS to that image. I'm going to come over to my styles. Remember, we're not typing till past that comment line. I have an IMG tag, so I'll make my IMG selector since that's the only one I have. Remember, you have 10 different selectors. You're going to have 10 of these pink words that you create. Okay, I am showing you one for the image. I need to change the width of my image. This isn't even on the rubric to change the width. I just need to do that because my picture's so big. So 400 pixels is what I'm going to set the width to. Control A or Control S to save it. And then I'm going to come over, refresh. Now my picture is much smaller. I can do a bunch of other things. I can create a border around that. Okay, just to show you. Oh, another property border, and they again show you examples here. I'm going to choose border. I'm going to choose 4 pixels, solid, and black, just so you can see it. And with a semicolon, Control S to refresh, and then refresh, and there's that border that appears. Remember, you're going to have 10 different selectors, and each selector has to have at least one property and value in it. You can't leave any open. So I could not leave a selector with nothing in it and say that I did it. I would have to do something to that selector. So let's say I make an H1 over here with my picture. Let me make an H1 real quick for you to see it. Hi, this is the title of your website. So Ohio State fan page. Okay, that's what I decided to make for my project. Control S to save the H1. And now I want to make that red. So I have to show Ms. Watts I can use color as one of my tasks. I can do that in a hex code, RGBA format, or just the word. I'm going to do it in RGB or a hex code, F00, because I happen to know red. Save, come over to my code, hit refresh, Ohio State fan page. Okay, so again, in my CSS, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 different selectors. They match up with the HTML tags that you have created in this body section. Okay, you'll have one selector for each of the tags you created. You can go back through your rubric and figure out which ones those are and make a list of them. Remember, you do not add any of the attributes to the selectors. It is just the pink tags that become selectors in your CSS. Okay? And if you have any more questions, feel free to raise a hand.